This video will give you a quick overview of how to enroll in your benefits online. Before you enroll, it is always good to make sure your two-step login profile is set up and you have all personal information for any dependents or beneficiaries you may be adding. Step 1. Log in to Employee SelfService at hris.uiowa.edu with your Hawk ID and password. Once logged in, you should see your main screen in Employee Self-Service. You will want to select the Benefits and Wellness button, which will lead you to the Benefits main menu screen. You should now see the main Benefits and Wellness page. Select the button labeled Benefits Enrollment. Step 2. You will see the Benefits Enrollment Event List page. Below, in the table, your status should state Open, Edit Your Benefit Elections. Choose this link to begin the online enrollment process. The next screen, called Benefits Enrollment, will list the important reminders for open enrollment in the yellow box. We suggest that you read these before moving forward, as it could affect which benefits you may elect for this open enrollment period. Once you have read the necessary reminders and the agreement, you will then start selecting the blue button on the right, labeled I agree, view and update dependents/beneficiaries. Step 3. It is always good practice to review who you have listed as a beneficiary to your life insurance policies. A lot can change in 1 year. You should now see a list of your available dependents and beneficiaries. Some employees may see a red Remove button under specific dependents or beneficiaries. You will only see this button if the person listed is not currently covered or listed as a beneficiary under any of your plans. Before you hit that button, if you may cover someone or add them as a beneficiary in the future, please leave them on your list. Please only remove specific people if you plan never to cover them again while employed in a benefit-eligible position here at the university. Suppose you do not want to cover someone on your list at the moment. In that case, you may ensure that they are listed under the Eligible Dependents/Beneficiaries Not Covered section under each plan by unchecking the box next to their name while making elections. Please do not use the Remove feature if you made a mistake when adding your dependent or beneficiary. For example, if you mistyped a name or birth date, please get in touch with University Benefits at benefits@uiowa.edu and we can correct the error on our end. If you want to add a dependent or beneficiary for coverage, you will select the blue button at the bottom of the screen called Add New Dependent/Beneficiary. The next screen, called Change Dependent/Beneficiaries, is where you will add your beneficiary's personal information. If you do not have your beneficiary's social security number now, in that case you may enter all 9s, and once you retrieve that info, you can call the benefits office and update it over the phone with one of our agents. Review the information, and if it looks correct, choose the Submit button. Now that you have added or removed your beneficiary or dependent, you will want to choose the gray button at the top labeled Return to Benefits Enrollment. Select the blue hyperlink again to edit your benefit elections. This time, choose the blue button on the left called I agree, Continue to Benefits Enrollment. Step 4. You should now be at your online benefits enrollment page, where you will see Account Overview, Medical, Dental, and so forth. This screen is where you will make your elections for the upcoming year. If you are already enrolled in benefits, you will see the green Current label next to what you are currently enrolled in. For example, if you want to switch coverage from UI Choice Family to UI Select Single, find the option code in parentheses next to the specific selection you would like and select that code from the drop-down menu. If you are satisfied with the coverage option and health plan you are currently enrolled in, review dependents covered under those plans, remove them or add them if needed by unchecking or checking the box next to their name. Then continue to the next section. I want to pause here and mention the blue Recalculate button at the bottom of your screen. You may choose this button as many times as you wish when making your elections. When you select it, you will have a complete account overview at the top of your enrollment page. You may have also noticed that when you chose the Recalculate button the first time, 2 more buttons popped up on that bottom menu: Keep for Later and Finish Enrollment. Keep for Later is a feature that lets you save what you have completed and gives you the ability to come back and pick up where you left off. Please note that you must come back to your enrollment event and submit it to the benefits office. Your choices will not be submitted automatically. Finish Enrollment is exactly what it sounds like. If you have reviewed your elections and chosen the Recalculate button and are satisfied with what you see, you select this button and it will take you to the next screen, where it will ask you again to review what you have selected. The next section is Dental. There is only one dental plan to choose from, Dental 2. Next to the green Current button, confirm that you still want the same coverage options such as family, employee plus spouse, etc. If you want to switch your coverage option, again, find the option code in parentheses next to the specific selection you would like and select the code from the drop-down menu. If you are satisfied with the coverage option, review, if any, dependents covered under your dental plan, remove them or add them if needed by unchecking or checking the box next to their name, and continue to the next section. Group Life Insurance. Group life insurance is a required benefit. You are automatically enrolled in the 2x salary option for the group life insurance plan. Because of their specific job code, some employees do not have the option to change from 2x their salary. If this is the case for you, you can move on to the Beneficiaries section. If your base salary is over $25,000 and you choose to elect $50,000 in group life insurance, you will receive a $40 shared savings credit. Once you have determined what coverage you would like for group life, you must review or add an eligible beneficiary. Beneficiaries. All beneficiaries are considered primary unless designated otherwise. Thus, you may have as many primary and contingent beneficiaries as you wish. Contingent beneficiaries are those individuals that will receive the benefit only if all of the primary beneficiaries are deceased. You must have at least one beneficiary listed, or you cannot complete your enrollment. If you did not add a beneficiary initially, you could select the Save for Later button and go back to the blue button on the right to add one. You may also choose to remove a beneficiary from your covered list. You can do this by unchecking the box next to their name, and they will fall under the Eligible Beneficiaries Not Covered section once you choose the Recalculate button. Voluntary Term Life. This benefit is not required, and if you do not want supplemental life insurance, you may move on to the next section. Please note, if you do not enroll in the Voluntary Term Life Plan, you may not select spouse and dependent voluntary life insurance later in your enrollment. Choose your option in the drop-down box and select the Recalculate button. As I mentioned earlier, you may play around with different scenarios and keep selecting the Recalculate button. Again, we will need to review the covered beneficiaries. Remove or add anyone you need. AD&D. This is also another voluntary benefit, and there are several options to choose from. Find the option code that corresponds with the coverage you would like and select from the drop-down box. If you would like to waive coverage, select the 90 option code. Feel free to choose the Recalculate button and review your account overview. Dependent Life. Again, another voluntary benefit that you do not need to enroll in if you don't need or want. One important note about the Dependent Life. As I mentioned before, under the Voluntary Term Life Plan, if you want to enroll your dependent or spouse or both, you must also be enrolled in the Voluntary Term Life Plan for employees. If you did not enroll in the Voluntary Term Life Plan and try to enroll in a Dependent Life option, you will receive a red error box above your account overview once you select Recalculate. This error will not go away until you enroll in the Employee Voluntary Life Plan or remove the dependent spouse option. If you are deciding to enroll, find your coverage and option code and select from the drop-down menu. There is no beneficiary section for spouse/dependent life because you, the employee, are the beneficiary. Select the Recalculate button to verify your costs, and then we can move to long-term disability. Long-term disability is a required benefit for all faculty and staff who hold a regular appointment of at least 50% time. It is provided at no cost to you. You are not able to change the coverage amount or waive it. You do not need to do anything with that option. Flex spending, health care, and dependent care. Please note that you must re-enroll every year if you were contributing your own funds to an FSA account, healthcare, or dependent care. These contributions do not carry forward unless you have leftover credits that will default. If you have leftover credits and want them to be used within the healthcare FSA program, you do not need to do anything further. The system will automatically take unused credits and put them into the Health FSA. With leftover credits, you can elect for them to go into a Dependent Care FSA instead of a Healthcare FSA. This is different from the Healthcare FSA in that you will need to enter your remaining credit amount, which can be found in your account overview at the top, into the Dependent Care FSA contribution box. You may put in your own contributions on top of the credits if you wish. The system subtracts the credits from the total amount you want to contribute and assigns an additional paycheck deduction to cover what your credits did not. If you do not have leftover credits but still want to contribute to an FSA program, you may enter the monthly amount you would like deducted pre-tax from your paycheck into the corresponding contribution boxes. Please note the attestation below your contribution box if you are signing up for a Dependent Care FSA account. You must acknowledge that you understand you are signing up for a dependent care account. Those funds can only be used to reimburse eligible dependent care expenses associated with the care provided for your eligible dependents. If you do not read and check the box, you will receive a red error box above your account overview until you have done the required acknowledgement. Select the Recalculate button once more and review your account overview. Review your selections one more time, and if everything looks good, select the green Finish Enrollment button. You should now see your account overview again. Review it and make sure it reflects what you wanted. If it is good to go, select the Continue Finish Enrollment button. If it does not look correct, you may select the Cancel Return to Enrollment button and complete any necessary changes you need to make. Once you choose the Continue Finish Enrollment button, you will see a Benefits Enrollment Results page. This means you have successfully submitted your benefit elections. Within 48 to 72 hours, you will receive a confirmation statement notice to your UIowa email. Please review this statement very carefully. Our deadline for change requests on confirmation statements through Employee Self-Service is November 23rd at 5 p.m. If you miss this deadline, you will not be able to make any changes until the next annual open enrollment or if you have a qualifying event. If you added any new dependents to your coverage, you will be required to submit documentation to verify their eligibility. An email from University Benefits with further instruction will be sent once your verified dependent link is available in Employee Self-Service. If you have questions about enrollment, please reach out to our office at benefits@uiowa.edu.